Good evening, and I will call the Citrus Heights Planning Commission meeting to order. It is December 14th, 14th, and it is 7 o'clock. And I have asked Commissioner Turner Mike to lead us in the pledge. Thank you. And will you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Engel is absent. Commissioner Magnavowski.
Here.
Commissioner Nishimura.
Present.
Commissioner Turner Mike.
Here.
Commissioner Sheeler.
Here.
Vice Chair Van Duker.
Here.
Chair Flowers.
Present.
Thank you.
Next item, please.
Consent calendar approval of minutes for September 28, 2022.
Okay, and I'd like to have a motion to approve the minutes from September 28th, 2022.
I'll move.
Okay. Second, please.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Nishimura and a second by Turner Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Next item.
Public comment. Under Government Code Section 54954.3, members of the audience may address the commission on any agenda item within the jurisdiction of the commission or on any agenda item. Those wishing to speak on non-agenda items will be called upon at the beginning of the meeting. Those wishing to speak against an agenda item will be called upon after the presentation by the City Planning Department and the applicant for that agenda item.
And do we have any non-agenda items to be spoken on tonight? Okay, next item, please.
Public hearing, 6A, 7975 Twin Oaks parcel map, PLN 2212. The applicant is requesting approval of subdivide the lot 4.15 acre parcel into 3 lots, each meeting 1 acre minimum lot size. The existing residence and associated buildings would compromise 3 parcels, and the remaining property would become 2 parcels, parcel 1 and parcel 2. At this time, there is no development proposal on the resulting parcels, but tentative map does provide potential footprint for construction of a new residence on each of the parcels. Any future development will require to be in compliance with required zoning standards. The project is categorically exempt from CEQA 15315, Minor Land Divisions of California Environmental Act. Project planner, Allison Bermudez.
Good evening, Commission. I'm Allison with the Planning Division with the project tonight. As mentioned by Stacy, this is a parcel map application at 7975 Twin Oaks Avenue. This is an overview of where the site is located. As you see, it's to the east of Sunrise Boulevard. It is adjacent to, it's within the city of Citrus Heights, but adjacent to the border. City of Roseville is just to the north of the property. It is a 4.15 acre parcel. They are requesting to subdivide that large parcel into 3 individual lots. The parcel does fall within the general plan designation of very low density, which comprises the zoning designation here of the RD1 zone. There is an existing home, as mentioned, on the site that will remain, and the properties adjacent to it will become 2 additional lots, which both would be vacant. There's an aerial of the property, so you can see the current home on the southeast side of the property, which will subdivide into its own parcel, and then the vacant parcels, the vacant land surrounding the current development. There's an outline of what the parcels would be. As mentioned, this is just over a 4 acre parcel. The zoning of RD1 does require a minimum lot size of new lots to be at least 1 acre in size. So the RD1 zone. So as shown here by the proposed split, parcel 1 would become about 1.5 acres. Parcel 2, the north portion of the property would meet the 1 acre minimum lot size, or I have two parcel 2s on there, don't I? Parcel 3 is where the existing home is, which would be the 1 acre as well. So the parcel 2 and parcel 1 are vacant, and as mentioned, there's no proposed development at this time, but we do show kind of a future pad where a home may go. And in the future, when the property is developed, the applicant, the property owner, will be required to improve the street frontage. So at such time of development, they would dedicate some of the street back to the city, so that becomes the full width street of Twin Oaks. Sidewalk, curb, gutter, lighting would all be required, and that would happen at the time the property was developed. So 2 vacant parcels, 2 future homes. So how it works is the first home that comes in for construction is when those requirements would come into play. And then they would have some kind of equity sharing agreement that as the other parcels are built, they would contribute to the cost that was bore by the first development. As mentioned, the property is exempt from CEQA as a minor land division. It meets the requirements of the CEQA, so there is no environmental review required. It is consistent with the city's general plan, the zoning code. There has been no variances asked for this project, no rezones, so it is consistent with our general plan and the zoning code. It is meeting the minimum required lot size, the allowed density, and the access requirements. So it's compliant. And the project is not requesting any development approval at this time. And based upon all that, we do have 2 motions recommending for approval of the project. One confirming that it's exempt from CEQA, and motion 2 there to approve the project. The applicant, Mr. Masha, the applicant's representative, the engineer, is with us tonight. And so should you have any further questions, we certainly can answer them.
Okay. Thank you, Allison. Does the commission have any questions? Okay, would the applicant care to present anything in addition? Come on up, state your name.
Good evening, Commissioner. I'm John Marsha, MJM Engineering. No, I don't have any
I'm sorry, excuse me one moment. I think I failed to open the public, yes, I'm sorry. So I'll go ahead and open the public hearing, and now you can speak. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't have any additional to add. Just if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Great, I think so. All right, thank you very much.
you.
Okay. We'll go ahead and close the public hearing. That was easy. And, okay.
I was reading in the report that the drainage for the site is, has been coordinated with the city such that it will accommodate the future drainage for development of all 3 parcels. Is that correct?
That is correct. The applicant at the time of development will be adding a bioswale to parcel 1, kind of where that blue line is. Currently, there's an open drainage ditch that's there now, but this bioswale will be adjacent to that one to accommodate development of parcel 1.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I got a question. How would it affect the homes to the west?
It's required through the development review at the time of construction that they demonstrate that all drainage will be filtered through that bioswale they're proposing. They will not be able to impact any properties to the west. So they have to contain all the drainage to this site, and it will flow out towards Twin Oaks.
And that would fall upon the developer of parcel 1?
It will fall upon whoever develops parcel 1. When they file for their building permits, they will further refine the drainage calculations with our engineering team to ensure that what they're proposing will meet the development. Since we didn't have a development proposal with this application, some general information was shared, and that if they did do that future pad, that's what they would need. But when we have firm construction plans, and it will be confirmed that what they're proposing will meet those requirements.
So what if they develop parcel 2 first?
The same thing would apply, but there is no drainage requirements with parcel 2. We'll have the engineering come up.
Thank you. Allison, you've done a great job. Just a point of clarification on that note. We've placed a conditions of approval that if any of the 3 parcels were to become developed, that would trigger all of the necessary drainage
Okay.
studies.
That
and
was the question.
improvements.
Thank you.
Great. Any further questions? Okay, I'll entertain a motion. Can we do both motions at once, or do you want individual motions?
Separate motions, please.
Okay, thank you.
I will make a motion to adopt resolution 22-10, determining the project is categorically exempt from CEQA per section 15315 of the California Environmental Quality Act.
I second the motion.
We have a first by Nishimura, second by Van Duker. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, motion carries.
I move to approve a tentative parcel map to allow the division of an existing 4.15 gross acre parcel into 3 parcels, 1, 101, and 1.51 net acres in size, located at 7975 Twin Oaks Avenue, subject to the findings and conditions contained in the staff report.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a first by McNofsky, second by Turner Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next item, please.
We need to read the appeal
Oh,
language.
Yes, of course.
Thank
Any determination by the planning commission may be appealed to the city council by filing a written notice of appeal and the appropriate filing fees of $250 with the city clerk, not later than 10 calendar days after the date on which the determination is made. Next item, please.
General correspondence, presentations, and reports from city staff.
Just want to wish the commission a happy holiday and thank you for your service. We appreciate all that you do, and hope you have some time with your family and friends this holiday season. Thank you so much.
That is it.
That's it. Look at that. Well, Merry Christmas to us all. I will adjourn the meeting at 7:12. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Lucky you to get home in time to watch Survivor.
Yeah. I wish that this was the easiest I ever seen.